What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Today's video, I want to go over some stuff for GAC. So I know most of my videos are just about GAC, so this isn't really a crazy video, but I thought I'd share some more information with GAC and different team comps that I've been using to find success on defense, and also ones I've fought that have proven to be really annoying. So again, a lot of these are scoundrel-based teams, so we're going to keep going there, but also not a defensive team, but a new offensive solo team is with Wampa Omicron. I gotta say, guys, if you haven't seen the new Arnold video, it kind of showcases a lot of different uses with the Wampa in the Omicron in GAC. So, I mean, just looking at it one more time before we go into the other teams I want to go into today, this is crazy. I mean, look at this. 75% defense, max health, and max protection in offense, and then double if there's only one active enemy. It's crazy. So this thing can, like, from what I've seen, Wampa, what he can do in soloing teams, he can kill those really pesky and, like, way annoying teams like Iden Versio and even Mon Mothma Kyle Katarn, and sometimes even some of those separatists. It's like the first day or so that we've seen this guy in action, so like there could easily be way more uses, but just off the get-go, seeing him be able to solo a Mon Mothma Kyle Katarn team and then also soloing an Iden team, that is reason enough to probably give it to him if you have one just lying around. So he's great, okay? Number one, Wampa. Another little offense team I think is really versatile right now is Treya, but that's the same kind of use for that sort of stuff as Iden and all those kind of guys. But if you have Wampa, just get Wampa's Omicron. Anyways, let's go over to the defense side of things for this video. One of the teams I think is really strong. I'm not sure if I have it like saved here or not. I can always save it though to show you guys, but it's this one right here. I do have it saved. It's Dash Rendar. This team is nuts. So the basis of this team, you don't have to have the Omicron. Okay, first things first, you don't have to have the Omicron for this to be good. It's just with Dash, L3, Kira, Vet Han, and Vandor. So, I mean, ideally, you would want to have the Omicron because you get the revives, but this team is not really reliant upon revives. This team is reliant upon Dash, having him go first, and then getting the whole turn order perfect to have them never take a turn for the enemies. So, looking at Dash's kit again, if you guys have forgotten, well, he gives out 10 speed if you are a support or a healer, and then also, it's doubled if you're a light side scoundrel. So, for him, he's light side and scoundrel, so he gets 20 extra speed. So, based upon mine, he would be ideally 367 speed, which is not bad at all. And if you think about it, most of these trooper teams or just really quick, fast teams, they're around that range. Like, they're pushing 350, I'd say. So, I mean, that's a pretty good indication if you want to, like, bump him up even that much higher to stop troopers, because if he goes first, he will always use Seeker missiles, and it dazes them. So, if you daze the trooper team, they are useless, right? So, that's just like a quick little side thing there. But he starts off first. That's the goal. You want to have him go first, 20 extra speed upon his base speed, whatever. So 367 would be mine. So he goes first. This is the whole turn order. He goes first. He then has Kira go afterwards. And since Kira is prepared off the start of the battle based off the leader for Dash, well, she is going to actually dispel all buffs on all enemies. So, which is nicer for the next following steps of the battle because you can open up the taunts and get around those guys. So, the stagger, though, is very key here as well because you can apply stagger to everybody on the AoE. And then that's why we have Vet Han here for the extra AoE on his bowcaster. Can I try that special ability? Can also ability block guys and also stun them. So, the first 3 turns of your team, ideally, is going to have like 3 debuffs from Dash, 1 debuff from Kira for the staggers. Then you're going to pop the staggers with Vet Han and hopefully apply ability blocks on almost everybody out there. So it is like a shutdown team. If you do not outspeed this team, or you don't have a team that can cleanse immediately, or you don't have a team that starts off with tenacity up or anything like that, you're screwed. And now that I think about it, I think Dash's secret missiles are like, yeah, you can't evade them or resist them, so tenacity up won't do much good. So, I would just say, try to get a fast enough team out there to outspeed this, because if you can't outspeed this team, you're looking at a rough go. Otherwise, you're going to have to probably use like a CLS team or a GAS or, you know, of course, one of those top tier non-GL teams, okay? So it's a good team. If you want to set this like in a back wall team, trying to bait out a CLS, maybe you want to set Grievous, your own CLS, Bam, Beskar, all those kind of scoundrels, then you can. It's a good team to use in like a back wall, I feel like. So this is like a great team right now in GAC, even TW to set. And then of course, if you like maybe lose somebody, you have a potential Vandor's revive. Another team I think is good is it's another scoundrel team. So it's not necessarily this standard Beskar Mando team. I said this because I like to have more uses for my Jango Fett. But the team I'm thinking of that's also quite good right now is another scoundrel team with Beskar, Mando, IG-11, and Queel. No Nesto and no Dengar, but we're going to be using Jango here with Beskar. And then I think the 5th actually might have been Dengar. But you can go like Nest if you wanted to. The reason I like Nest with my Darth Revan right now is to stop some of those troopers. That's pretty much it for the most part. But you can definitely slot in and out this Nest, 5th being either Nest, or it can be, you know, the Bounty Hunter. It can be the it could be Vet Chewie. It could be Dengar. For this one, let's just say it's Dengar. This one's great though. So people sometimes forget that Jango's lead is not just for Bounty Hunters. It is for Scoundrels in general, all Scoundrel allies. So that applies to Queel as well. So Queel gets 30 speed here, and if you didn't know about Queel, he is already quite a fast character. So having a 347 Queel with that extra bonus, he'll be 377, which again will outspeed pretty much any guy out there. So another great use right here is Jango Fett. Jango Fett actually is quite useful, very versatile right now, because if you have a Zam Omicron for GAC, you're able to do a lot. Well, I can't talk a lot more different teams with, you know, the Bosk, the Grief, the Mando, some of those guys with Zam. I like using Oracing with that whole stuff to get the quick, easy contract off and getting an easy kill with Mando, which allows me to use Jango Fett lead here if I wanted to. So it's a good team. I gotta say, this is definitely a great team to keep for defense. Both the Dash and the Jango team are like really annoying teams because they're based upon like, if you don't outspeed them, then you're gonna be kind of like having a hard time. Otherwise, it's for the most part quite easy. But yeah, I mean, Dash and also Jango Fett are disgusting teams, guys. I gotta say that much. I was gonna say the Ida team is also equally as gross, but like right now in GAC, like if you have Trey, you're pretty much good to go. You're gonna get some lower banners, but you're gonna still win. And then also the new Wampa Omicron. I mean, they're still both like great Omicrons. So I just wanted to again showcase some of these things for this because I had a bit of a struggle today in GAC. I full cleared, but I wasn't even close to winning. Fighting an old guildmate of mine. But yeah, he set in this wall. He set the Jango Fett team, and he set one that the 5th being a Dad Bod Bubba, which actually might be the better 5th here because he can revive with his Mandalorian Resolve. So it's not that bad, and he has some more AOE's too. So a couple more options if you guys wanted to. But yeah, that team right here. This Dash team is really, really good. Very strong. I think this guy had like a 350 Dash. So he had like a 370 Dash with the extra bonuses. And I was able to kill it, but like it was rough, guys. It was not fun. So honestly, in GAC, I don't think... I'm going to say this in GAC. I don't think it's about GLs, okay? GLs, I don't think win rounds. What win rounds on defense, at least, are those teams like the Dash team, like the Jango team, like Iden, like Mon Mothma, those teams that get you a hold or they lower banners. That's what it's really all about. In my opinion, at least. That's what it's all about. Those teams are the teams that I struggle with the most. And that's just how it's going to always be for me. So I'm just curious where his dash was so I can show you guys what his speed was because it was quite insane. Scoundrel, where's Dash at? There he is. He's such a great character, guys. I got to say, Dash is insane. He remodded for GAC, but he was 350, I remember. So, yeah, just Scoundrels, guys. Again, Scoundrels are just so popular right now. They're just so hot. They really are the best faction right now in GAC, I gotta say. So, again, that's really about it, guys. I just want to kind of showcase what some of those different teams are and how they kind of perform in GAC defenses right now. I'm sure you can still counter those quite easily if you have, you know, maybe your mirror match. Maybe you want to use some of those. Some people like saving actually Maul Mandos and just kind of popping off really quick off in the battle and just killing them. I like to just save Maul with my Lord Vader team. And then also CLS is quite popular right now as well. I'm just curious. This guy set CLS, so I'm very curious what he used against some of my team. So anyways, good round from that guy. But the point of the video is some of those different teams. The list goes on and on and on, guys. There's so many different teams based upon what your opponent likes to set and keep in what you want to maybe mix up. But I can tell you this much, that these two teams right now are like seriously annoying. I'd say Iden is too if you don't have a strong counter for it, but you know, there's Treya out there. There's this new Wampa Omicron. Wampa is hot. I might get him. I probably will. Anyways, that's it, guys, for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, share it around, and sub if you guys haven't already. But that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Peace out, and have a good one. Bye, guys.